Making a difference in Staffordshire and Cheshire.
BBC Radio Stoke.
Cracking story, this, involving local sport, because almost everybody knows a young boy or girl who dreams of being a footballer when they're older. I used to dream about being one, no doubt about that. Unfortunately, as I and many more found out, the reality is that almost all of these hopes end in disappointment. However, an academy has been set up in Newcastle-under-Lyme to try and help those who fall out of the game at a young age and give them the opportunity to catch the eye of professional academies. And BBC Radio Stoke's Jack Groom has been to have a look around.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
If you're good enough, you will find a way.
Remember this name, Wayne Rooney. A new star is born on Merseyside.
Every single day I just want to play football.
Rashford has got the dream goal that he was looking for in his debut, and one he will never, ever forget.
You think your dream's gone, but that's not always the case.
That's how long I've been on you.
Football is an industry sold to children as glamorous and lucrative, as the examples of Wayne Rooney and Marcus Rashford were. But only around 0.1% of those involved will actually make it as a professional. Here, we look at how an academy in Newcastle is looking to improve that statistic.
My son's Nathan Brown, and he was released by Stoke City and has also been involved with Port Vale.
My name's Nathan. Every single day I just want to play football.
When Nathan went to Stoke and Vale, he didn't think he was good enough to be in the team, so he didn't play to his capabilities. But when he's at Pro Pathway, he's a completely and utterly different child.
Nathan is just one of the children currently being supported in his footballing dream by the Pro Pathway Academy based in Chesterton.
I'm Ryan Grocott. I set Pro Pathway up in 2017. There's been lots of players who've fallen out of academy systems who just went into grassroots, and I just felt there was a need for professional coaching in a non-professional environment. So that was the reason behind it, to work with kids who've fallen out of the academy systems or kids who are the best grassroots kids locally, and just offered them the opportunity to join the programme and give them coaching that they deserved and can push them on to be the best that they can be. We set up games against pro clubs, so this current year we have gone into Manchester City, Manchester United, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Stoke City, Port Vale, Crewe Alexander, and we've played games against their academy teams. And what that does is just allows our kids to showcase their talents with the academy coaches on show, so they can invite them in for trials.
A former Stoke City striker was one of the millions of young people discarded by the game. But he has a clear message for those that may be suffering from disappointment.
I'm Andy Cook. I got released from Telford United after serving a 2-year apprenticeship and a year's pro. I was playing in the conference at 16 and scoring goals at that age, and actually in the first team from their academy. If you know that you are still good enough, you know inside whether you're good enough, and it is heartbreaking. If you believe in yourself, you take that. You have to take that step down to take that step back up. If you're good enough, you will find a way.
How do you grab those children that are possibly feeling extremely low and allow them to go and kick on and have hopefully a really good, successful career in football?
It's just about creating the environment. And we're big believers in that. We create quite a fun but learning education in football. It's about ensuring that environment's right for the players and giving them that sense of release where they don't feel pressured. But again, we always give them that right education with the same key messages that the academy systems would give as well.
It's made him realise that he's not useless and he's still just as good as he was when he went to Stoke or on trials with Port Vale. He's still just as good. He just wasn't as good for them as what they thought.
Since I joined Pro Pathway, I just feel like that I can become a football player.
That was BBC Radio Stoke's Jack Groom taking a look around at what the team at Pro Pathway do in Chesterton, helping young players who drop out of the game at an early age. Thanks to the team down there for taking part in that feature with us.
Making a difference in Staffordshire and Cheshire.
BBC Radio Stoke.